Hello and welcome to Let's Play Hearthstone Arena. Currently 7-1 and I am gonna continue here. Yeah, we took our very first loss in the very last round, previous video, against a paladin with a like triple leopard gnome opening or something like that, which didn't seem that strong and wasn't that strong. It's just that after that I couldn't deal with any of the other creatures either. Is this the same guy? No, right? No, it's not. I am recording this in, well, close to the same session, so I'm gonna mulligan all of these actually. I do want 2 drops here on the play, because if he coins something out really strong, I want an answer. Well, this is fine. True Silver Champion is a good card, Wolf Rider is a good card if you're um, on the defense at the start. Because I'm probably gonna be on the defense, because he has the coin, of course. Coin makes it a bit harder to deal with. Oh, he doesn't have anything. That's fine. Because now my Wolf Rider just gained value and I'm probably gonna have initiative. If he just makes a token, I attack it and play Boar. If he plays anything else, I Wolf Rider. You might say, well, you can play Argent Protector. Yeah, usually you want more value out of Argent Protector than just, you know, stupid 1-1 surviving or killing a stupid 1-1. He still has the coin. I'm curious what he saved it for. Could be something really good, could be something really bad. I'm not sure if I want to go on the aggressive here. Might be that my deck is just stronger than his. He is 7-1 probably as well. I think matchmaking works that way. That you're at least matched against an opponent with this very same score as you. So he has a true silver champion. Big deal. I actually have one of my own. And if that's what you're gonna coin for, that's fine by me. Wow, I even forgot I had that card. So more Divine Shields. Let's hope he doesn't play Blood Knight or doesn't have Blood Knight. I actually value Blood Knights pretty high, and I have seen some in Constructed as well running around in Paladin decks. Because they run Argent Squire themselves, they run, I think, Argent Protectors or at least Argent Commanders. And then, you know, Blood Knight just becomes a really early strong card. When I was playing Warlock aggro for fun, my opponent goes turn 1 Argent Squire on the draw, and I just ignore it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I play my own Argent Squire, coin, Knife Juggler, or something like that. It doesn't hit it, it hits him. And then he coins Blood Knights and 9/9 into play, and you're an aggro deck, like you have no way to deal with that. So I just lost there. So yeah, my opponent is thinking hard about his turn, and if his previous turn best option was True Silver Champion, I'm not sure if he has a good option here. Anyway, if he is even here, like, he was going over his cards, wasn't he? Odd. Like I have... he seems to be here. Yeah, he is here. Why is he waiting so long? If he does that... Yeah. Oh, he just has no good options, huh? Okay, so that's usually Noble Sacrifice. So let's attack him. It's not Noble Sacrifice, it's probably the one that brings it back into play if it dies. Yep. Oh, it's called Redemption. I think it's a terrible card. Redemption, that is. It just loses to so much. I'm gonna sacrifice this for it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I still have 5 power in play. I don't think he wants to use his weapon on any of these. Well, maybe it's retreat. You know, attack and then play something out yourself. Obviously, you have the Argent's Commander. And besides the fact that he is on the... still... Well, he's not really up a card. You could think he's up a card, but he's not. It's a pretty odd play. Still not play. I can attack this, consecrate, attack it. Or I can attack... Okay, now the consecrate play just makes more sense. I have plenty of consecrates about, so... or I can weapon charge, make another 1/1. No, Argent Commander is probably better if you have a surprise effect with it. Or I can give it Divine Shield afterwards. The weapon is just, you know, always the same. While a creature is a bit more vulnerable. Like to this 2/2. My creature would have traded with both of them, but I would have had no board afterwards. Yeah, that doesn't matter. What are you gonna do? Attack a token? So he makes a token. Consecrate is actually really good now. And I think I might do that. Like token, attack it, consecrate. Or maybe he even attacks the token. And he even saves me the effort of doing so. Consecrate Emperor Cobra, attack, pass turn. What is this? Hand of Protection? Who gives a shit? So the only thing that changes now is that the token attacks this instead of him. But the rest of the play is still the damn same. He tried to gain board control and it failed. It failed miserably. And now I'm up to 1 card and a half on the play. He just gained value because he either top decked Ooze or he had Ooze. Doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be the game breaker. I think I do this and then attack it. If he has Blessing of Kings, he has Blessing of Kings. If he has Consecrate, it's also gonna trade with almost everything except this. But even if he has Consecrate and a follow-up, I think my hand is strong enough to deal with it. And my deck is strong enough. As long as it doesn't have a blowout legendary, I think this game should go fine. Oh, he has Equality Conk or something? No, not even Consecration. Just Equality. Like what now? Are you gonna do something? We're just gonna make a token? Like Equality just to deal with a 2/3 Cobra seems pretty bad. Okay, so he makes it a 1/1 and then summons a token. Okay, so his hand is really terrible. It has to be real terrible to be, you know, that to be your play. I'm gonna play this over either of these, just because next turn I have 10 mana and I can lead with both of those. Also, obviously, a 4/6 is better than a 4/5. And Paladins don't have a lot of hard removal. Mind Control tech, you know, it just steals a stupid 2/1. That's, you know, you might consider it lucky in my end. I think, and this is also a card I hate, of course. You know, randomness. I hate any goddamn form of randomness within this game. Mind Control tech is just the very fucking same. Like, if he got my 4/6, which is a 25% chance, he would have suddenly, you know, gained an advantage somehow. Which seems like unfair, right? Okay, so he gets 6/5 wanna kill. We're just gonna clear the board here and run out the Yeti. We have 12 power in play. We have a Sunwalker next turn to drop. It's gonna be really hard for him to come back from this. He already said well played, so and the fact that it didn't slam anything means he probably feels that the game isn't in his favor anymore. It obviously never was, but he doesn't know that. I mean, it has been spiraling out of control ever since that consecration play I managed to do. 5/4 doesn't make a difference. Do I want to kill it? I don't think I do. I'm just gonna run out Sunwalker here, this thing here, and this thing here. So, do we get blown out by a consecration? That's the very first question. I don't think we do. Even if he has it, he kills everything but the Shield Yeti. It's not bad then though. Oh, Cult Masters, really good. So he gets to draw 2 cards here. One of them has to be an answer to my board or he loses. That's not an answer, is it? No, it's not. He still loses. Yeah, he draws another card. So he realizes that he loses. Okay, you could have conceded a bit earlier, dude. So we go to 8-1. And let's continue here. It's not gonna be the last win because these days you can get to 12 wins. And you get way more loot. I think I have seen screenshots of 600 gold or something, which is pretty high. Obviously, wouldn't mind that myself. Although, I'm never lacking in gold. Like, it's never that when I wanted to play that I couldn't play. Especially not with the amount of constructed I'm playing. So we're up against the mage on the draw. I don't think we want these 3. We obviously want the Raging Worgen and some early game. And this is not an early game, is it? We have a 2-drop basically, a 3-drop, 4-drop I guess. Just say hi. Let's hope he doesn't have like a worm opening. Or a leopard gnome opening. He has an opening. Oh, mirror. That's so bad, dude. Well, I guess it's not that bad. I assume he, no, I thought he would at least have a play here. He clearly doesn't. I'm gonna coin out the... Yeah, I'm gonna coin out the Raging Worgen. He can't ping that. He can't ping one of these. I mean, if he pings it, it's just gonna kill everything. Mirror Image, yeah, not a big fan of the card. It's obviously pretty strong, or it has been pretty strong these days in Constructed, because, it just aggro mages, aggro mages, aggro mages. And I hate aggro mages, by the way. I think it's stupid. A stupid thing. So, my board currently deals with his board, so he has to have something. Hammer Rat is actually really good as well here. His F's like Cone of Cold, I can still deal with his entire board. I mean, yeah, even that it's a card loss. I think he wants to be some kind of semi-aggro, but he just can't. He doesn't even have enough pressure to deal with whatever he wants to deal with. And I'm gonna run out the Shield Yeti over running out the Hammer Rat. If he has like Frostbolt and can attack it, that's fine. He trades 2 cards for 1 and just, attack the... Oh, he has a Fireball. That's pretty cool. I mean, Fireball my creature. Still don't care. So yeah, this is a point where he's behind. He's on the play though, but he lost the card value already because Frost Nova, Mirror Entity, and now he has to start stabilizing by having AoE, which they usually have. They have like, oh wow, that's also a really good way to gain value again. We're gonna gain some more value by playing Gnomish Inventor, but we're not gonna. We're probably not gonna play more than just this. We're probably gonna play True Super Champion, attack him as well. Greenskin, attack him as well. Doing things like that. So yeah, he definitely drafted some kind of semi-control deck. We're gonna attack this because with this we can easily kill it now. He's still down on value cards. Murloc Tidehunter is pretty bad for me. But he has to have a Flame Strike or something. Like 2, 8, 11, 15, 16, and then the turn after he loses. He does have more cards than me. Here's the Flame Strike. They always have it. Like, it would be pretty odd if he doesn't have it here. Oh, he has options. So it didn't have it, huh? How much damage do I have here? Do I want to do what I want to do? I think I play this. Attack this. Return this to hand actually. Attack this and attack him for 7. God damn it. Fucking bug. I have no clue why they haven't fixed that yet. I don't know if they can. So here comes the Flame Strike, I guess. I mean, if he just Flame Strikes, he loses. Secrets. What could that be? I think we first try to figure out what the secret is. Okay, so he has a Frostbolt. This is 5. Okay, let's first attack here. So it's Vaporize. So we win, right? This is 5, 10. Okay, this is little. So we got to 9-1. And this is the second mage we beat. And we actually added, 3 card advantage in hand, plus the board. If you wanted to get a green skin even for more advantage. So we got 9-1. Normally it would end here, but obviously these days we can go for more value. And even though people think like, yeah, it's more value, you actually lose a bunch of value because currently at 9 wins you probably gain less than you used to. So I think I played this guy before. Murloc Tidehunter not that great against mages. Just gonna keep the weapon. We get not really great hand either. We need to draw some things. Say hi. And if this is a loss, I'm gonna continue the video until the end. Okay, so there's Mana Worm. My opponent has a pretty good draw. Let's hope he doesn't have a removal, because that would be GG. Like Mana Worm into Frostbolt usually means good luck winning this game. So he doesn't have that. He does have another 3-2. Oh, goddammit. I forgot to make a token. This is what I mean with I play too fast. I'm thinking like, yeah, next turn I just play this and then attack that and then I gain value and so on and so on. But I should have a 1-1 token in play to attack him here down to 29. The token would still be there. It would be able to get Blessing of Kings, stuff like that. Stuff that I just lost value on. So he has a 2-7. It's a fucking annoying card, dude. He can attack and ping it. Then just, true silver attack it. Or maybe just play Spiteful Smith. Yeah, he's gonna attack ping it. I think that's fine on his end if he doesn't have another follow-up. It's really good for me. Oh. So it did have follow-up. And now suddenly my true weaponsmith play just lost value. It dies to both of them, but then Light's Justice. Yeah, this is fine. I'm on the draw, so I have to find a point where I can gain board control. And I don't think, because of the previous mistake with the token, it's gonna actually become harder than it used to look like. Especially seeing that it's against the mage, they usually have really strong cards. Shuant Yeti is a 4/5, and I get a token. Yeah, okay. The problem with Flame Strike as well is that it's, you know, only his end. Like if you compare it to something similar like Hellfire, it's not only it deals it to everything, and I really mean everything. Oh, god damn it. Fucking annoying card. So yeah, how do you deal with stuff like that? Because if he has like any kind of burn here, he wins. If he has Flame Strike here, he wins. If he has Blizzard here, he wins. And this is why Mage AoE is too strong. Oh yeah, that's yeah. I mean, AoE should not be the way it is. It's gonna be well played, I mean, no matter what. I can't attack with any of my minions. Even that won't save me. So let's concede here. And this is the issue with mages, right? Their AoE spells are too damn strong. Like one of the issues with mages. In arena, that is. I mean, in constructed, you can play around that shit way easier. But if they're on the play, they have an aggressive opening. You have to overextend on the board. If you have the initiative and you have the aggression, they can't force you to overextend. But if they have the aggro and you are forced to overextend, their AoE is just too brutal to deal with. It just kills you every single time. If you compare it to something like a druid, they have some AoE spells. They have swipe, they have starfall. It obviously deals less damage, but not only that, it's also you know, his hero power is similar, but he has to attack, so it's stopped by taunt, stuff like that. Gonna keep all of that except the consecration. Druids usually play, you know, bigger creatures that aren't gonna die easily to the consecration. They don't flood the board either. And so yeah, turn 2 Youthful, turn 3 Razor Fan, turn whatever Sunwalker. If I draw something else that's useful, I'll obviously do something else. Argent Commander, not a bad card to draw. A bit too early in the game. So he coins out, he wants to be the aggressor. That's a pretty good card to do so. If he has like Claw here, it's pretty strong. Or he can just, you know, hero power attack me. Play something, hope it hits this. Like Mad Bomber, okay. The fact that it hit this is actually valuable for me. I'm gonna play the Razorfen Hunter over the Wolf Rider. Because if he wants to deal with the 1/1 as well, he has to hero power, and then I just play the Wolf Rider and attack, and then he has to hero power again and stuff like that. And he's always behind on the board. Pretty odd play. I mean, it works out, I guess, or it would have worked out, but it obviously doesn't. I'm just gonna summon a token. Thank you, Elven Archer, for, you know, bringing me that play. Has a shield into Yeti, it's gonna die. Do I want to hammer red or attack it? I think I want to attack it. I don't wanna, you know, use both creatures on it yet. And this is pretty good to get things behind the taunt, which druids do have a lot of. At this point I should, you know, keep control of the board, try to keep control. They can gain control with their really big taunts. That's how they play. He gets a pretty strong card, and we're gonna stop it here. He can hero power attack and then kill it, and I just, you know, trade with the Elven Archer. But now he suddenly has some form of board control because, you know, stealth is actually pretty good. Because anything with 4 mana, well, most of the time anything with 4 mana is gonna die to the Argent Commander anyway, or my weapon, so I should still have full control here. And Stonewalker is such an annoying card to deal with, especially as a druid, because you have nothing as, you know, spot removal. Sure, you have Naturalize, but do you really want to give your opponent a 2-card advantage? That's not a bad one. It's actually not a bad idea to, you know, hit me with it. So my line play just had to change. I can hammer red that. Doesn't seem that valuable. Well, I probably have to. No, he did use a swipe for it, so I'm not that sad about it. Do I want to give him that card? Yeah, I have to. I always find it weird that, like, this doesn't work together, does it? Oh, it does. Nice. I thought it didn't. That it's only like Mage's Arcane Missiles, but apparently Avenging Red does work with spell power, which is pretty good. I think that's how it should work. So we're still, you know, not in a good position, and I want to have full board control next turn for when he, you know, has his turn where he probably drops like 8/8s. Ancient of War isn't that commonly played, while the Ironbark Protector or the 8/8 instead is played a lot more. 2/4, huh? Pretty annoying card. Will Argent Commander it here, I guess. He has a claw, that's fine. And the hero power, yeah, that doesn't matter. Just gains him an extra armor, who gives a shit. Consecration, not a bad card, but not good enough. Obviously, if he plays an 8/8, I'm probably gonna run out Avenging Red, hope he deals 4 damage to it. Or, you know, 5 damage to it, and then Wolf and Brider. But it's always gonna be a 2-for-1. That's the power of that card. That's also a really good card, of course. And that doesn't matter. So he attacks the 1/1, yeah, okay. I think we consecrate attack it. And then just run out this card. I mean, it's a 2-for-2. This already gained me value previously. And Silverhand Knight is just a good enough card on its own. If he now runs out an 8/8, what do? I still think it's the very same play. But we are approaching the late game. My opponent drew more cards than me, but I haven't been able to, you know, get to his card quality and see him play, you know, bad cards and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the second Riddle Claw. Annoying card, especially if I can't follow it up with anything. And he has a swipe for it. Wow. So yeah, this is an issue with druids, I guess. Is that they just run so many good cards. Such good late game cards it is. This is a pretty good answer against most of his late game cards, which, you know, he should be running out of early game cards to drop, right? I still have 2 weapons in my hand, in my deck to, you know, go with the green skin. That's a pretty good one. And he hero powers and attacks me, yeah, okay. 7/6. In general, you usually don't have anything to do with it, with his claws. I am gonna attack him here for once. Unless he plays dance, this play is fine. And even if he plays a dance, I don't think I can do anything about it elsewise. But you know, he's suddenly get the advantage just because he has a 7-6. That's why Venture Codes are so good. Oh, he can't play the big dance now because of Venture Co. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that, I guess. Wolf Rider takes care of that. My weapon takes care of that. And then I hope I draw something decent. I mean, that's good enough. He's obviously up a card now. Well, maybe not, because you know I have still an activation of True Silver Champion. Probably takes care of whatever he drops. And he's, you know, has less cards in his deck. So somewhere in the game I, you know, gained more card advantage than he has if you go to the late game. I have more options to top deck. Like, he even uses red here instead of on the 3-3. He uses it to draw a card. So the other card in his hand is probably really bad. Or he knows about some certain card that he wants to draw. Is he gonna attack me right? What? What does he have here then? Oh, okay. Like, that makes no sense. Do I want to run into a third swipe? I don't think he has that. So yeah, sure. This is odd, right? I play Gnomish Inventor first, then the Murloc Tidehunter. How the hell does it end up between? This Swabug is so stupid. That's a pretty good draw. You know, it's not only a 5-5, but it draws him 2 extra cards. So he's way ahead now. He just hero powers attacks this 2-1, and he, you know, has a board position I can't deal with. And he knows it. At least the Swabug is gone. This Blessing of Wisdom is stupid. Nah, let's Blessing of Wisdom 2-4. I was thinking let's maybe Blessing of Wisdom stupid 1-1, but he can just hero power and kill it. At least this forces him to attack this. Like, he'll probably attack this now instead of 4-4. Obviously Blessing of Wisdom was a bad draw for me. I think the way to win this is try to go aggressive here. Like, not trade him, but force him to trade with ours. The problem is that my deck doesn't really isn't well suited to do so. And a Druid deck usually is pretty good at defensive, just because of the big tauns, the armor they get from their hero power. They have a bunch of heal cards if they want to. Wow, that's a blowout. They have that. So what does he do here? Does he hero power? Oh wow. I don't think I can win this anymore. Even with a... well... I mean, he's still forced to, you know, deal with this now. You know, I could have attacked this. You might say, well, why didn't you attack stupid 5-2? Well, he is has to play defensive here. Unless he has a big taunt, he's gonna start playing defensive and he's gonna trade it himself. And I'd rather have the 8 extra damage on him then. Although I obviously can't do 8 extra damage to him anyway. This is obviously a downside if your opponent has like some stupid buff spell. You're gonna pay the price for it. And I find it odd that it does it with that and not with his hero power. Like, I'm a paladin. I usually don't have 5 for each. What does he have here? A Luthor and hero power, yeah. So he has lethal next turn. I have no clue what I can draw. Maybe... yeah, that's not it. So let's say well played and concede the game. I mean, it was a good game by my opponent. And at this level, currently, you know, 9 wins. Usually expect to see pretty good decks and pretty decent players. Not disappointed with the result, of course. But let's see what the rewards are. So as you can see, normally we had 5, now we have 4. We have 275 gold and the pack, where normally you would have, you know, probably 2 packs and then the same amount of gold. You know, we just, I don't know. So we get an epic Bane of Doom, pretty bad card, and a Secret Keeper. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for the next one.